I reckon this main category here should be hello and welcome to this video on Vault Hunters. Now, behind me, I believe, is everything important to Vault Hunters, or should be. Now, obviously, if you don't know what they are, then you probably haven't played Vault Hunters. But I will leave it in the comments for you to put what each of them are if you can guess. Obviously, you should be able to. Now, this is everything from the quest logs books. Now, tell me 3 things in all this that you would want. Maybe the pogs, but overall the quest is pretty bad rewards. Obviously it's not meant to be game changing and everything, but you are actually locked behind a lot of the quests. That's why I bring it up. I actually went through and this is exactly everything except for making an architect vault and a what's it called, a paradox vault. This is everything and a blank key. A blank key is also part of it, which obviously takes them. Now, you get them out of a blank key. Now, maybe early game you'd pick a lot, but as you get into it, you wouldn't really pick much. Now, we go over this side, which we will start over here. Now, Vault Hunter is meant to be a challenge, as said by Iskall himself. But challenge to who? Content creators, Vault Hunter people that just play Vault Hunters, and people that just game and are called no-lifers or sweats, the Minecraft mains, or casual. Now, the answer is meant to be more like here to here, but more and more it's like here, because I believe is basing it off wrong people, or people state things that aren't exactly 100% true. We'll jump all the way here. Whose opinion matters? Iskall's devs and SMPs, Discords and the players, or the viewers? Now, the viewers, obviously, they're the ones watching, creating watching the content he creates, which gets him paid, and everyone else paid that plays it and content, so they're a little important. Discord and players not necessarily should be believed they achieve what they achieve. Before the latest version 3, before it even came out, people on his Discord who are main people on the thing, which reach all the max levels, said if they don't like the recipes for stuff or anything, they will change the recipes in the coding and pretty much play the game how they want with the recipes they want. These are some of the people that he is listening to and watching their achievements. So they have to be weighed with a grain of salt. This lot, except for the devs who don't really play, I think some of them play just a thing. I haven't actually heard pretty much anyone but Iskall being a main player. The SMP, they're all about content because they're content creators and streamers, which are this group over here. So does he listen to this group? This group, which would be the Discord, and this group, which would be the viewers. Leave in a comment which you think is more important on each of them. Now, the point of Vault Hunters. This, some people would say all 3. Others would be have fun and just a bit of fun, casually playing. Beat the game would be the middle tier, I would say. Play until the next version would be more Iskall and people that main Vault Hunters. Or beat the game and move on to the next mod pack would be a lot more of the content creators probably. They don't really care about having fun. It's all about beating the game and making content out of it. Now, what's important to Vault Hunters? Which is real easy to put into three little things: running vaults and the bragging of it, or the completion of X amount of vaults, or this vault or that vault or whatever, which is important part of the game, having that little bragging rights and completion stuff. Gaining mods and skills, which should be to help you run more vaults. But for the most part, people don't actually get mods and stuff that I've seen. A lot of people get mods and stuff for the overworld, not to help them run vaults better. And endgame. Now, the endgame is not really, I wouldn't say it's past here-ish. These people up, but probably half that and down would actually be the main players and player base, I would say. The Discord and stuff may let you believe that there's more towards the no-lifers, but just in my opinion, I think a lot of these people that like bragging about what they've done and stuff don't play the bare bones vanilla Vault Hunter pack. They tweak it to their liking, which is fair enough, but it does come under who should be listened to and in how much. Obviously, my opinion, and you don't have to take it as gold, but do leave a comment what you think about all these categories. Now, unless I am corrected, I believe way back, because I played all versions of the public Vault Hunters, I believe way back the game was not meant to be based around mods and all that. It was meant quality of life stuff and then help you get into a vault. I feel, based on the people playing as part of like the SMP and stuff, it's becoming a little too mod based, because people don't necessarily want to do anything in vanilla, because obviously that's why modded is so popular, because vanilla does get grindy very quickly on itself. Now, the viewers, and we come back to this, that's why these are all interchangeable. The viewers don't like watching a vault run. The reason why so many content creators you see run with other people, this category again, is because the interaction between two people is more fun than watching the vault for a general audience, because the banter, the laughs, the jokes, that's more watchable to the viewers. The players understand the technical aspects of what they're achieving and will understand how difficult some things are, and the SMP and stuff is pretty much what can I make content creator wise, which pretty much getting these, doing stuff with the gods, or getting OP gear is pretty much what they're based off, and not really the mods, which is good because it's not a mod pack, in my opinion, based on what mods you're creating with. As you can see here, there really isn't any point to the quest, but you shouldn't be gated behind the quest either. You should be able to play the pack and complete the quest in whatever order you want, as you want. Obviously, early on, it's quite handy because you get a sword and a shield and get some basic stuff like this, and it's quite handy, so you do the quest. But as you go, you shouldn't be gated behind stuff, which is changing somewhat in 0.13 with some of the gated stuff. But I reckon it's getting less to do with these guys, these and that, and it's more going towards bragging, and you pretty much need to play either against people on Discord and post your things and brag about what you've achieved, or you need to play on SMP, and so you can have bragging rights amongst your players. I feel, in my opinion, that's the way it's going, which To use a example that Isgal's used a couple of times, Diablo 4, that isn't how it should go. Like the power creep, he's right. Diablo 4's Diablo 3 was a victim or a a game that had power creep and it went crazy. The Diablo 4 is trying to stop that, but in the latest versions, they pretty much just said, oh, we had enough bad rep, so we're just going to allow power creep. I feel, as much as this guy dislikes Diablo 4 and what they're doing and says all the things that's wrong with Diablo 4, he's going the same way. He's trying to make people happy with having all the nonsense. And I feel it's getting more away from the core of what it is, which, if that's what everyone wants, and that's fine. But longevity of the game is not how you just give in to the viewers and the player base that just wants power creep, power, OP stuff, because that will kill the game quicker than pretty much anything else. Because the casual player will just play, get bored because it's too easy, and they'll want a challenge. Which comes back to the first board. Challenging to who is the point. I reckon this main category here should be, where is it? Endgame challenging. There should be stages. The casual should find it difficult to get to the sort of mid-game easily. Not as in they can't do it, as in it takes some time to get to it, not just a zoom to like level 50. This lot should have a hard time getting to end game quickly and start challenging themselves 50 to 100. Content creators should find it challenging once they get to 50 and then once they get to end game. So it should be fun in the start, playing all good, because they're pretty much just new, start out. That's how all games are. In the start, it's fun for everyone. Once you beat the game, you should pretty much be here, or there should be a big gap to the next version. So casual should never really beat the game, in my opinion, which is the end game. And yeah, they should pretty much be here. Casual should never get to end game unless the version goes for probably 12 months plus. Casual should never reach it. Should reach it in 6 months or so. And no lifers, obviously, they'll probably reach it playing 20 odd hours a day, not a day, a week, plus probably make it within 3 months. Obviously, the content creators might take a little longer because either the upload schedule make it seem longer, or they'll have other stuff on their plate that they need to do. The no-lifers should be about 3 months for them to actually complete. And yeah, that is my opinion on stuff and things. Do write in the comments what you think about it, and I do realise that it may not be a popular subject or conversations, but I think I speak my opinion whenever I want. But do leave in the comment. Bye bye.